Welcome to the Caribbean Football Union Club Shield competition, again from the Regional San Francisco Stadium in Curacao. A word of thanks to our partners Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, Blue App, BLUU, Flow Business, and thank you to the Federación Football de Curacao. We will go for a break and we will be right back with you from the San Francisco, Regional Francisco Stadium.
When is a game more than a game?
When it's life.
And that's what football is.
Life.
It's a pathway to good emotional, mental, and physical health. the opportunity to network, problem solve, build community, learn, and earn. Blaze paths.
It's patriotism and passion.
And it's a place for women and girls to go, where their drive and determination take them in all spheres. On the pitch, in the boardroom, as a match official, coach, manager, medic, journalist, everything. Without limitations, with gender-sensitive programming. Because we need to level the playing field with equitable allocation of all the resources. We need safety in facilities, in the personnel, in policies. No violence mentally, emotionally, or physically. And gender-sensitive programming.
Do we say fair allocation of resources?
We belong. We belong.
We belong.
Break the barriers to women's and girls' participation in football. Ensure that the pitch is a safe space.
They say I can do anything, just not this. That I'm not cut out for the rough and tumble. That it's unladylike and people will call me a tomboy. They say this is a phase I must outgrow because there's no future here for me. They say many things. But I look at Stephanie Dale Singh and Princess Brown, Akila Mullen, Wendy Renard, the Jamaica Reggae Girls, and the women on pitches across the Caribbean, on college campuses and wearing their national colors. Committed and proud. The exceptional ones. The journey women and the ones who simply feel alive on the pitch. They can't place limitations on me, because right here is where I choose to
be. It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
Yes, and we are back with you at the Regional San Francisco Stadium, capacity of 700, built in 2020. Welcome, a word of welcome to Antigua, and a word of welcome also to Guyana. These two countries with their teams, Grenades and Defense Force, will be seeing each other on the field in a couple of minutes, as if the third match of the Caribbean Club Shield is on its way. We are doing the preparations, and as we go along we will tell you something about, of course, the Caribbean Football Union. But let's go through the squads. Antigua Grenades, yes, we must say they have some Cubans in there, and it's going to be a very interesting match today against the Guyana Defense Force. Saheem Scott is in the goal. Kurt Frerek, defense. Sherman Augustine, Jordan Brito. We also have Tony Sanchez, the Cuban. We just talked to him on the field, and they are ready for play. Canu Barrett, Renny Serrano, another Cuban on the squad for Grenades. It's going to be interesting today. Barrington Blake, Luis Labrada, Quinton Graffiti, and Malcolm Stewart. Malcolm Stewart will be playing in a forward position, and Derek Edwards was watching them very carefully down today as they were doing the warm-up today in the Regional San Francisco Stadium. They are the champions of Antigua and Barbuda, and they've come a long way in order to meet Guyana Defense Force. Guyana Defense Force actually has been here for a couple of days now, and they are also determined in order to win this match and stay. Remember, it's a knockout system. It's a knockout system that we are going to be playing all along until the August 4th with all the great teams in the Caribbean region. We are waiting right now on the squad list of Guyana Defense Force to show you exactly who are the teams and who they're going to be playing with. Caribbean Football Union is established in 1978. The Caribbean Football Union is currently in Curacao, and they chose Curacao to be the host country for this great Caribbean football country. And they are the representatives of 31 football associations throughout the Caribbean. And these guys have been doing a great promotion for football in the Caribbean region. As we are preparing, everybody's ready. And today, as a matter of fact, we have two ladies on the field refereeing. As you can see them, we're going to be having two ladies doing the refereeing. The main referee is Okito Nicholson from Jamaica. He will be assisted by two beautiful ladies, Stephanie Dale Yansing and Jessica Wilson. They're on his left and his right hand side, while the fourth official will be Christopher Mason, also from Jamaica. So we have a whole Jamaican team today. And there you see the beautiful football with the CFU Club Shield sign on it. They're waiting to get on the field on the Regional Jean Francisco Stadium. Welcome teams, welcome CFU to Curacao, welcome Caribbean to Curacao as we go along the way. This is the second date and the third match. Yesterday we had two great matches as where the Sharks beat the Paradise 1-0 and the Bates Football Club beat the Eagles. There we go. And he picks up the ball as the teams walk. Officially, they're doing their official walk into the field. There we see Tony Perez. Watch out for this player. It's going to be a great, impressive game, of course. With the Guyana Defense Force, we interviewed them on the airport, and they are very determined today to be playing, of course, their first match. Is a knockout match. We also see number 91, Quentin Griffith. We talked to him on the field too. He's ready too. He is ready. Everybody's ready. Actually, we are ready to go for this great match. As the friendly salutes go on and everybody's touching each other and keep it friendly. Up to now, there was only, I think, 2 yellow cards in the game, so we are quite having a friendly tournament here. It's going to be a great game. Griffith is already a bit nervous. You see him there. They are ready for it. And also,
one more time, a big welcome to this second day.
Okito Nicholson is also ready. As we go along, as the introduction of the teams are preparing for the photo session, of course. There we have them. There we have the guys from Guyana. They are already all set. Look at their eyes. They're ready with a Captain Wilson. He has the banner in his hand, and he's going to do the exchange. He walks there. Tall guy. We had a talk with him at the airport, and he said they're here to win. They're here for no joke. Guyana's football has been gone through great changes with some FIFA-assisted programs. There we see Griffith also, Quentin Griffith, talking with Colin Nelson. And there you have the squad, the Guyana squad. Goalkeeper, Jermaine Simon Moore, Amos Ramsey, Colin Nelson, Sedgwick Osborne, Ryan Hackett, Chris Macy, Ian Duker, Abumichi Opara, and Kelsey Benjamin, and Stephen McDonald with their coach, Joseph Wilson. Yes, those are the squads, and everybody's ready. We are ready to go. You are right now seeing the third match of the Caribbean Club Shield organized by the Caribbean Football Union. These guys are going to have a concentration so that they can have a great performance on the field today. As we were saying, the Caribbean Football Union, established in 1978, it represents 31 football associations across the English, Dutch, which is such, French and Spanish-speaking Caribbean. Yes, vamos a tener también los hablo español. Habla las islas de habla español en este torneo. Members compete in CONCACAF. The Caribbean Football Union also administers development competitions and takes initiatives for its membership. The Caribbean Football Union's motto is passion, purpose, and performance, and they are here in Curacao today as we give you the bench of the guys from Antigua. And there we have Coach Derek Edwards. And as they go for the toss, I think they did the toss already, I'm not sure, and they are ready to kick off. Yes, yes. We see Stephen McDonald behind the ball, while Malcolm Stewart is watching, and everybody's ready to go. You are in Curacao, the part of the Dutch Caribbean island of Curacao, where we are hosting this great tournament. As we go along, of course, we will give you all the information you need about the tournament and about also Curacao. We are ready for the sign of the main referee to start this great match. It promises to be a great match. A lot of good players on both squads. Let's see. They're taking the time, watching, while Abamuchi Opara is warming up here for the defense force. And it seems like the first kick is going to be done by Stephen McDonald of Defense Force. These guys have been waiting 3 days. I think they're about 4 days riding girls. And there it goes. With fast going, the Antiguans are already started to press the ball, and it's high up mid into the field, trying to get control of the game as we go along. As we go along, the game already started as usual. Dominated there by Blake. The ball is playing on the defensive side of Defense Force, who's trying to get out with the pressure from the start of the game by Antigua, by the Grenades, as they play along. Long pass here, trying to get into the match. The Grenadians, the Guyana Defense Force, now much more at ease with the ball right now. It's Colin Nelson. He's trying to put it into between. Very good play here. As we see, very tight game at the beginning, as usual, as we said yesterday. As the ball goes along, and Chris Macy is trying to pull it back for his defense by the captain, Colin Nelson. The long play here, and it seems that both teams are giving no space during the first 2 minutes of this game, valid for the Caribbean Club Shield, organized by the Caribbean Football Union in Curacao. We're playing the Reginald Jean Francisca Stadium, built in 2020. As we see Stephen McDonald trying to get into the defense of the Grenades. First 2 minutes of play. Both teams putting on the pressure. No space of play. So it's going to be the first 10 minutes of a bit erratic football we're going to be seeing here, with both teams trying to get into a smaller space of play and see if they can get long kick by Zaheem Scott. And it's right in the middle. That's a good try. It was a good try by Reni Serrano. It was a good try by Luis Labrada. The ball is being played back here in the defense of the Grenades. The benches are already nervous. Impressive kickouts of Zaim Scott, which is going to be a very big headache today for the defense team. Trying to play in the middle for Ryan Hackett. Back to his goalkeeper, Charmaine. Charmaine is trying to find here Amos Ramsey. Tackled by Serrano. Kelsey Benjamin is fighting off with Tony Sanchez. As we go into the middle with Blake. Blake, aggressive shot. Antigua Grenades are trying. They are trying to get this goal into the Reginald Jean Francisca Stadium. Hello, Antigua. Welcome to the Caribbean Football Union Club Shield. As we see the both teams, Grenade and Defense Force, trying to start this game at a very high level. Here we see Quinton, the captain of the Grenades. Long play here. Obara is going, but he has on him. Jordan Brito. There was a very long play where Abumichi Opara was defended by Jordan Brito. Let's see what Zaim Scott has with the ball lying down, because when he's going up in the air, he plays it very, very long. Good kick right in the midfield. Wilson tried to get it through and he kicks it back. The ball is not put on the field, so as you see, both teams, there's no space again for play. And Ryan Hackett did not like that play. So he's trying to tell the referee that to be more cautious about Amos Ramsey. Now it's trying to get it into the game. Long pass, very good pass. Dominated here. Back by Ramsey. And now it's Abumicho Pama with a play here. Zaim Scott is down. And they're asking assistance. Looks like Zaim Scott is hurt. Yes. Let's see if we can get some replay here. Zaim Scott is getting treatment. Here we see the shot by Obama and the play is there. It's a clash between Stephen McDonald, but there was no foul play here. It was just an accident. Just an accident. As Alejandro Bude from Cuba is trying to give his keeper the best treatment, because they don't want to lose this guy so early as Brito walks along. He's going to take a look. They are worried. Welcome, Antigua. Curacao includes the main island of Curacao and much smaller uninhabited island of Klein Curacao. It's called Little Curacao. We have a population of almost 160,000. It's a bit more now since the last census. And we have an area of 171 square miles. Our capital is called Willemstad, and we speak 4 languages here. Okay, there we go. Zaim Scott, long play again. Very impressive, actually. We haven't seen this in a long time here in this stadium. It's going to be a very dangerous tool and a headache for the defense force, who's trying to get the ball back in and now reject it. We are down to 8 minutes of play almost, and it's still 0-0. As Tony Sanchez takes it long for Jordan Brito, is back for his keeper. They are bringing it. They have a lot of confidence in this guy, and they are playing it from from the goal. Here dominated very for the dangerously Abumichi. He's crossing it. Yes, it's Quentin Griffith. Quentin Griffith who pulls out the ball, and rough play on Canoe Barrett. He's down. We can expect quite some play, some hard play in this game, because both teams, you saw them warming up, and you can see they are serious teams. There is the worried look of Derek Edwards. He's taking a look, no joke face at all. Griffith with the ball. He's playing it long, searching for Tony Sanchez. Tony has it. He plays it. Oh, very nice shot. It was a very nice shot, but in the hands of Jermaine. Trying to go back now. It's Amos Ramsley. Intercepted here by Stephen Augustine. Bad play in the middle. Defense force trying to play long, and they still keep looking for Abumichi. Joseph Wilson. Ball in play. Tony Sanchez, the Cuban. Oh, nice play to Stewart. Stewart is trying to get out. Very quick move by Stewart. He's going back probably for Sanchez. And there's a free kick in favor of the Grenades, as Malcolm Stewart walks away. He leaves it for his captain, Griffith, number 91. He has that Cristiano Ronaldo stand. He's ready for it. Welcome to Curacao. Welcome Caribbean Club Shield. Long play in the hands of Jermaine. Wrap it out, trying to take it out from his captain. He plays it right in the middle, but bad play again. It's in the hands of Barrett. Barrett's trying to get it out. Again, no space of play. Very dangerous. Long pass. It's defense force on the attack. On the side defended by the Grenades. Right in the middle. Dominated here. As they play along. No foul. Grenades are trying to get out of it, and now it's a free kick. It's a free kick. It's looked like Colin Nelson. Free kick in favor of Antigua. The ball is played back. The Caribbean Club Shield. I'm trying to give you the information, but this game is so tight. We need to be very, very to all attention on this game, because anytime a goal can fall, as Chris Macy tries to attack, but it's taken away. Attack on the side as Luis Labrada, the Cuban, is gonna try to get. He has it. Luis has it. There goes Stewart. Labrada tried to make the call. He tried to make the pass. He should have done it a bit earlier, as Malcolm Stewart was waiting. He held it a bit too much. He held the ball a bit too much. Luis Labrada, the Cuban. Right now we have another Cuban, it's Renny Serrano. He has the ball. The team has about 5 Cubans, that's including their physical therapist. There's a change here. It looks like Stephen McDonald has had his day. So Delroy Fraser is coming in. As Stephen McDonald has had his day, so this is the first change already. First change by Guyana Defense Force. Something must have happened actually, and we still see there's more assistance on the field as we go into the 14th minute of play. Jean Francisca, Regional Jean Francisca Stadium. As we go along the third game, the second date yesterday, the guys from St. Martin Eagles had to take the flight today back home. Also the guys from the Paradise. From Grenada, they had to take the flight home too. When you lose a game, you take the flight immediately the next day. The Caribbean Football Union makes no jokes about it. It's a knockout tournament. They took the tournament over back from CONCACAF. The first play of this tournament was in 2018. We hosted it in 2019 also, where the actual champion, Robin Hood, won it in 2019, and they won it last year again in 2023. As we see a dangerous play here in the goal area of Guyana. But Jermaine is there. Jermaine has the ball. He plays it with much confidence to his defense. They're trying to get out. It's very hard for them. As the ball is playing into their defensive end. Colin Wilson with the ball. He plays it back for his keeper, who's trying to find Cedric Osborne. Osborne in the midfield. He plays it. Now back for the captain, Wilson, who goes back to his right defense side. And the ball is still by Chris Macy, who plays it long in the middle, trying to find Abumichi. Into the middle. Oh, wait. There's been a tackle here by Jordan Brito. And let's see what the decision is going to be. Let's see what the decision of Nicholson is going to be. And Brito is asking what's going on here. We need to see the replay. Let's see what the entrance of Brito is. A long play. And there goes the cross. It does not look like a penalty to us. It looks like a clean slide by Brito, but again the referee was there. He has a better view of things. Antigua, attention. Let's see it again. There's Brito. Now I think it's more. Let's see who's behind the ball. Kelsey Benjamin. Kelsey Benjamin is behind the ball at the 16th minute. We are ready for the penalty. There he goes. And he kicks it. And no, he didn't make it. Zahim Scott had the right angle. And it's actually against the post. As Antigua got away. And it's still 0-0. Kelsey Benjamin went for the west side of the pole on the right hand side of the keeper. Here we go. There he goes. That's a very good jump by Zim Scott. Very good jump by Zim Scott. Impressive. We are having some goalkeeping in this tournament. That is very, very, very obvious. We have Peterson, 17 years old. 17 years old. Of the Sharks. And now again we have Zahim Scott, who has one of the largest goal kicks that ever visited Jean Francisca, Regional Jean Francisca. That includes the Nation Games League. As the game continues, yes, Kelsey Benjamin trying to make up his time. He's playing for Abumichi again. Again another play by Jordan Brito. This is the second play in a row, and Jordan Brito is begging for mercy. He's begging for mercy. We need to see this replay again. And Derek Edwards can't believe it. He cannot believe it. Let's see. Abumichi crosses it. Yes. Okito is right there. He has a better view. It looks like a penalty. But I must tell you that the ball already left. The ball already left the feet of Abumichi. And now behind the ball, let's see who they're going to send. It's the same guy again, Kelsey Benjamin. A lot of confidence. Let's see what Zahim is going to do. Second penalty within 2 minutes of time. We don't see this very often, actually. Kelsey Benjamin, he gets another chance. And there he goes. Into a different angle, and he scores. Goal by Kelsey Benjamin through a penalty. Through a second penalty, and they are celebrating. They are celebrating their goal. It's 1-0. Antigua is down. This time, Zahim Scott went into the wrong corner. And Brito is head down. Derek Edwards is starting to give instructions already. There's still a lot of minutes to play, so Antigua should be not worried. We still got 70 minutes. There's a lot of football to be playing behind the ball. Yes, Malcolm Stewart. He finds Sherman Augustine. And our defense force is playing with more confidence as Chris Macy tries to pass the ball. Captain Quentin Griffith. He's not happy. Quentin is not happy. He is not happy. You can see that he's not happy. Luis Labrada is watching. While Amos Ramsey is going to take a pass. And the ball goes back to defense force, who's trying to Chris Macy to get in between now their captain, Captain Wilson, Colin Nelson. Long cross by defense force as the ball is still in play and the side defended by the Grenades, as defense force is taking a bit advantage of the game, as we see an attack here on the right hand side on the half defended by defense force. Welcome, of course, to this game, part of the Caribbean Club Shield established in 2018. This tournament is called the Caribbean Club Shield. The competition has a primary objective of advancing professional football throughout the Caribbean. Participation, of course, is open to semi-professional and amateur teams, as we will be seeing both of these all along the way. It's a 10-day competition, 20 teams. All these teams hold current championships titles and they represent their respective domestic leagues. The ultimate finalists earn a berth to CONCACAF Caribbean Club. Yes, and subsequently, if they continue qualifying for the CONCACAF Champions Cup. This is all about the Caribbean Club Shield, as we see Labara trying to get away from Osborne with no success, as we go into the 22nd minute of play in the Regional Jean Francisca Stadium. Jean Francisca was and is the current vice president of CFU. As the game continues, it's 1-0 for Guyana Defense Force, while Luis Labrada, the Cuban, is trying, and you see Joseph Wilson giving instructions, as he knows, he can smell it. that the Grenades are not going to set this 1-0 as easy as it seems. So they're still playing. Average level of play here between the teams, as we said. In 2023, the Suriname Robin Hood, full professional team in Suriname, Dutch Guyana, they emerged victorious in both the Club Shield and the Caribbean Cup, actually, which is a good sign as the Defense Force is trying and getting more space to play as the game settles down. Now we're going to have some good football, more tactical and technical football as the space is less. Long play here again by the dangerous Abu Michi. This time it's Tony Sanchez who went on him as Jordan Brito walks by. 2 penalties in a row against Antigua. Shocking for the team, actually. Right now, according to CFU, Robin Hood is the most successful team in the history of the competition. Look at this kick. Incredible. As the Defense Force is trying to attack again in the middle with the ball. Sherman Agustin is playing it back with Griffith watching. Griffith plays it long, searching on attack on the right hand side, defended by Defense Force as they go, as the ball is crossed, and now they're asking for penalty. This is what happens, and they're going to be asking the whole day for that penalty as they go along with Ryan Hackett with the ball. He plays it long in search again to Abu Michi. And another attack by Defense Force in the hands of Zaheem Scott. The Grenades are trying to get closer to the goal defended by Jermaine, and they're also trying longer shots now. As we see the game develop in the Regional Jean Francisca Stadium. A total of 20 teams are playing this tournament, and I'm going to mention them to you as we go along. America FC from Haiti, Arnett Gardens from Jamaica, French Guiana's as Etoile, AS Junior Stars from St. Martin. That's the French side, St. Martin. The Dutch side played yesterday where they lost. As we see an attack here by Defense Force again. Club Atlético Pantoja de la República Dominicana, Dominican Republic. As the game continues, we see Sanchez. Tony Sanchez is trying. No, the flag stays down. The flag stays down as Quentin Griffith is asking what is going on here. It was a very hard play by Cedric Osborne. From Curacao, we also have Young Holland, the current champion of Curacao. Actually, this team has 105 years. Curacao football goes a long, long way. Defense Force of Trinidad is also here. All these teams are staying in several hotels and training on several fields. All our grass pitches are artificial pitches, which is going to be a bit hard for teams like Arnett Gardens, America FC, Defense Force. And from Puerto Rico, we have the Metropolitan. The Paradise International Grenada went yesterday out of the competition. As we continue with the game with more space of play now, and Antigua going more in vertical attacks as Labrada. Long play again here, and here we go by Tony Sanchez. He crosses it. but defended, well defended by Amos Ramsey. The Scholars International, Cayman Islands, Eagles of St. Martin, they went home yesterday too. Long cross here in the hands of Jermaine. And from Aruba, Bonaire, and Suriname, we have Racing Club Aruba, Bongbini Aruba. That's our sister island. Real Rincon from Bonaire, also our sister islands. Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao speak the same language of Papiamento as this game is going to the 28th minute. We are giving you some good information on this tournament when Defense Force is trying to attack, and very good interception by Zaim Scott here. Yes, as Abumichi again is forming a dangerous play, as again he leaves Jordan Brito by himself. So Zaim Scott decided, I'm gonna interfere this time. Trying to looking for that equalizer. Tony Sanchez again. The Cubans are working hard in order to bring their Antigua team to the equalizer. It's 30 minutes of play. Well-balanced game as Defense Force through Cedric Osborne plays it very long for his captain Colin Nelson. Here he goes again. Here he finds Amos Ramsey. They are playing in the defense, taking their time, looking for that spot to come in as the Grenades are leaving them with the space. Now it's going to be less as they intercept it. And yes, Malcolm Stewart tries to get into this attack, but then again Defense Force has it. It seems to me that Defense Force has a little bit more of condition as they are playing more in the game now. They're getting more space of play. And they're getting back the possession. And it's Amos Ramsey who crosses it into the hands of Zahim. Griffith playing it long, very long plays as they played for Labrada. The Cuban, he's going to try to pass Gro, and no, he cannot. It's not that easy. He has a good kick for sure. It's the two Cubans trying to coordinate but unsuccessful, as we said, and also the Sharks from Turks or Caicos. Again, here he is again. Abumichi. Oh, Abumichi is giving Jordan Brito a lot of headaches. Antigua should make a change on that, as Abumichi is constantly endangering the goal defended by Scott. Yes, and we would like to say hello, of course, to Ingrid Adams, Suzette Hamilton, Latoya Sue, all of you who are following this game, Odwin Tudor. Thank you for watching the game. Look at this shot by this dangerous number 10, Abumichi Opara. As we continue, of course, into the game, we would like to announce our partners: Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, Blue, BLUU, Flow Business Curacao. And we also like to thank the Federación de Fútbol Curacao as the ball is crossed against the goal defended by the Grenades. We are thanking the Federación Fútbol Curacao. Tomorrow we're going to be having the first game in the Ergilio Hato Stadium. So we play 14 games in this stadium and 6 games in the National Stadium where the Curacao National Selection plays. As Zahim Scott kicks it wide, trying to find Tony Sanchez. Tony Sanchez playing the midfield winger, trying to get more control here. on Abomichi Obara, the most dangerous player. Here he is again, giving Jordan Breed a lot of headaches. Also, we would like to thank all the CFU officials on the island, all the ladies who's been doing a great job on the island with the CFU. As we go, as the game goes across, and there it goes. It's a tire. Yes, yes, yes. It's a tire as Malcolm Stewart crosses it. And it looks like, let's see, we're not sure. It looks like it looks like Sherman Augustine. We're not sure. Let's see. As we see, Malcolm Stewart here. There's a cross. Stopped by the goalkeeper. But yes, wide open by Sherman Augustine. And Derek Edwards is now more at ease as we go for the water break. As we said, that equalizer was about to happen, and it did happen. Because it's going to be a well-balanced game. As we continue with the match, Saheem Scott. Look at this kick. And the equalizer as the equalizer, we got the equalizer, it's 1-1. The equalizer, we got the equalizer, it's 1-1. So as we try to continue with this game at the 35 minutes of play. Equalizer by Sherman Augustine with a cross by Malcolm Stewart. Serrano is there. Long play trying to look for Tony Sanchez in the hands of Jermaine. Very hard cross by Malcolm Stewart that Jermaine could not hold. The ball bounced back. The ball did bounce back, where Sherman Augustine was there standing alone without any defender, making the equalizer as defense forces trying in the middle of the field, trying to come back and try to go ahead with the game. Kingsley Benjamin is playing it right now for Amos Ramsey. Oh, they lost the ball right in the middle as Labrada has it by the scorer Sherman Augustine. Tony Sanchez and Labrada. Labrada's there and he's going to kick it. Oh, no whistle. No whistle by the referee again. The Jamaican is giving the Grenades no chances whatsoever today in the Regional Stadium. He's there on top of the place though, so he can see it much better than we can. As Augustine has the ball, he tries to play it, playing long, searching again for Malcolm Stewart. As Griffith is giving his players instructions, the game is tied at 38 minutes. We still have 7 minutes of play to go. Griffith is trying to play it in the middle. And there has it. Jermaine has the ball. We are playing the Regional San Francisco Stadium in the neighborhood of Brivegat, Curacao. You guys know us as Curacao. We know us as Corso. That's a Papiamento name for Curacao. Thank you for watching Antigua. Thank you for watching Guyana. Guyana, thank you for watching. Welcome to this marvelous tournament organized by the Caribbean Football Union. And we are hosting it this year. We hosted it in 2019 also. We hosted it in 2019 also. So there goes the play. The play is still going as we go by the Marker Sports advertising boards. There you see the Caribbean Club Shield. Our sponsors are there, the Caribbean Football Union, Macron, and Marker Sports with Flow Business Curacao. These guys are having fun and they're having their jokes because it's 1-1 and everybody's happy. But remember, it's a knockout stage. And if this game stays like this, we're going to go over to penalties as the ball is played by Griffith, who puts it back very dangerously in the middle for the keeper as Jordan Brito leaves it for the keeper. Long kick again. As the ball plays, it's a good fight between Amos Ramsey and Tony Sanchez. As we go along with the ball, Chris Macy, he's playing it back for Ryan Hackett to his captain, who plays it long in search right in the middle for the goal scorer. Kelsey Benjamin, right play in the middle again. As we go along, Labrada with the ball. He's playing it long, searching for Sherman Augustine. Sherman has worked hard today in the midfield. He's attacking midfield for the Antigua Grenades. There we go. He's asking, Ryan Hackett is asking for people to come as he plays it for Colin Nelson. They're trying to cross the ball through horizontal play, wide play here. Here comes a cross, but dominated here, and Griffin has it. He plays it along. Very easy for Sherman Augustine, who has Tony Sanchez. Tony Sanchez trying to get away, but did not make it. As we go along, we also have the sounds on the field for you so you can be closer as to with the game. 41 minutes, Guyana Defense Force against the Grenades of Antigua. All tied to 1. Penalty scored by Kelsey Benjamin and a goal scored by Sherman Augustine. The game is tied as Jordan Brito keeps a close look on Abumichi, the guy that's given him a lot of headaches today. The game is on play as we go in the midfield, attacking by the Grenades. Again, Tony Sanchez, a lot in play today by Sherman Augustine. They're playing with Stewart. Hard entries. This time he goes, he whistles. He whistles this time. Oketo Nicholson. Oketo Nicholson says is a very dangerous free kick in favor of the Grenades. And the captain is there. He's looking. Oh, a short pass across. Quentin Griffith decided that he will make a short pass. Actually, maybe it would have been better if he would have a long cross as the defense force are trying to get out of the defense to go to attack into the side defended. Lots of ball here. Labat is there. The ball is played in the middle, lost again. As Tony Sanchez is trying to get the ball here with the Sherman Augustine. We're into 43 minutes of play. Welcome, Guyana. Welcome, Guyana to Curacao. And welcome, Antigua to Curacao in this wonderful tournament of the Caribbean Club Shield. This is the second time Curacao is hosting it, as Tony Sanchez tried to get the ball again. He has with him Reni Serrano. The Cubans are communicating as Serrano goes too late. Here dominated by Sherman Agustin in the middle. There we go. Maybe a shot. No. Easy. As Jermaine walks and takes the ball and it makes a long pass, dangerous on the side. The ball is playing right in the middle right now by Kelsey Benjamin. It's Ian Duker. Ian Duker with the ball. He throws it in. He's back with the ball. He has Kelsey Benjamin with him. There goes Benjamin. And it's a hard shot on top of the goal as we go exactly to 44 minutes. And the benches are watching because we're going to be most certainly have substitutes in the second half. One substitute till now. Stephen McDonald is substituted by Delroy Fraser from the defense force side as we're playing the last minutes of play. And we will take a look if there is additional time. Sanchez is there in the middle. He plays a lot of dangerous ball. As Labrada goes. Malcolm Stewart was asking for the ball. Let's see the replay if we get it here. As Malcolm Stewart was asking for the ball. Here's the play by Tony Sanchez. It's Luis Labrada who had the shot. And we are entering with 3-minute additional play. We got 3 minutes additional play. We have 3 minutes of additional play as the ball is playing right through Chris Macy. Again to the dangerous. Brito is having a lot of headaches, as we said, from Abumichi. Abamuchi has the feeling that he is a bit faster than Brito. So they keep playing on that side, which makes Derek Edwards need to make a change or a decision as to what he's going to do with this number 10 Abumichi. And the ball is played very long. Dominated by defense force. We still have 1.5 minutes more to play as Kelsey Benjamin crosses us again. Saim Scott is thinking on what to do as Derek tell him, get out of there. And there he goes with a high long kick, searching for Tony Sanchez. Malcolm Stewart is down again. He's asking Okito Nicholson for a decision. We have about 40 seconds more of play. As Reni Serrano, the Cuban, comes into play. They need to play it very fast by Cano Barrett. He lost the ball. Attack on the side as Delroy Fraser wants the ball from Ian Duker. He's not. Now he's looking for Fraser. But Brito with a nice header takes it out. The ball is still in play. The last attack. There's a whistle by Okito Nicholson for a dangerous free kick. Dangerous free kick. We didn't see the play. It was a dangerous free kick here. It was a play by Sherman Augustine. It does not seem like a free kick to us. It was a header by Sherman Augustine. No breaks whatsoever for the Antigua Grenades today. Antigua, you're making a new friend today. His name is Okito Nicholson, but he is right there on the place, on every place there. He's not even 5 meters away, so this is the frustration shown by Derek Edwards. He's getting the warning, of course. It's a bit irritating, the calls, but the referee is there. He's supposed to know. He's supposed to see it. We are far away with the cameras, but it seems like a defensive play by Sherman Augustine. This is a dangerous, very dangerous opportunity. Ryan Hackett is behind the ball. Ryan Hackett is kicking it. Saved. Saved by Zaheem Scott. Very good kick by Ryan Hackett in the final minutes of the first half as we go into, look at that shot by Ryan Hackett. The both teams are going to rest as we go into halftime, and we see Okito Nicholson accompanied by Stephanie Dale, Yassine and Jessica Wilson. We will go for a break with a word from our sponsors, Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, Blue, Bell, UU, great app developers in the Caribbean. You should Google them. Flow Business, Curaçao, Federación de Fútbol Curaçao, the Curaçao Football Federation. Follow us on the Caribbean Football Union on social media. Our YouTube channel is passing every game. CFU Football Channel. And now we're going for...
This is your captain.
I get it, rules are rules if he's grounded.
They say I can do anything, just not this. That I'm not cut out for the rough and tumble. That it's unladylike and people will call me a tomboy. They say this is a phase I must outgrow because there's no future here for me. They say many things. But I look at Stephanie Dale Singh and Princess Brown, Akila Mullen, Wendy Renard, the Jamaica Reggae Girls, and the women on pitches across the Caribbean, on college campuses and wearing their national colors. Committed and proud. The exceptional ones, the journey women, and the ones who simply feel alive on the pitch. They can't place limitations on me, because right here is where I choose to
be. It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
When is a game more than a game?
When it's life.
And that's what football is.
Life.
It's a pathway to good emotional, mental, and physical health. The opportunity to network, problem solve, build community, learn, and earn. Blaze paths.
It's patriotism and passion.
And it's a place for women and girls to go, where their drive and determination take them in all spheres. On the pitch, in the boardroom, as a match official, coach, manager, medic, journalist, everything. Without limitations, with gender-sensitive programming. Because we need to level the playing field with equitable allocation of all the resources. We need safety in facilities, in the personnel, in policies. No violence mentally, emotionally, or physically. And gender-sensitive programming.
Do we see a fair allocation of resources?
We belong.
We belong. We belong.
Break the barriers to women's and girls' participation in football. Ensure that the pitch is a safe space.
We will try to give you a recap of this great game. Antigua Grenades 1, Guyana Defense Force 1. These are the highlights. The game started live, of course, with a very tight game. Both games searching for teams, searching for the goal. Very tight game from the start on. Well balanced, very dangerous. Abumichi here trying to get along, and this has been going on the whole day between Jordan Brito and Abumichi. This is also a play. Both teams were well balanced from the beginning, and they were both searching for the goal, as we see very hard entrances. And also Okito Nicholson be on the plate. This is the first penalty shot by Kosi Benjamin. He missed it, as Zaim Scott went to the right corner. But then again, within a couple of minutes after, again, it's Abumichi against Jordan Brito. Look at it, and it goes down again, and there they go. Why? They are asking why. But this time, Kosi Benjamin chooses the right corner as the game goes 1-0 with Defense Force still dangerously attacking through Abumichi. Here he goes again. He leaves Brito. This has been going the whole day, giving Derek Edwards a lot of worries. There he goes and tries it again, but saved by Zaim Scott. This is the goal right now, as Sherman Agustin comes in and he scores the equalizer. The Cubans from Grenades were helping the team as a nice combination here between Sanchez and Labrada. Did not work out. Entries, another dangerous call here by the referee, as Sherman Agustin enters, but saved by Zaim Scott with a shot from Ray Hackett. Yes, we are back on the field with you at the Reginald San Francisco Stadium with the game tied. Grenades 1, Defense Force 1 as we go into the second and final half of this game. Still tied at 1. Interesting game as we gave you the highlights. This time is going to be a change of field as the Grenades will be attacking into the north side, defended by the Defense Force Reginald San Francisco Stadium with a capacity of 700. We are playing this tournament in two stadiums, as we said. This is the Caribbean Club Shield organized by the Caribbean Football Union. Let's see, they are waiting. This time with Malcolm Stewart watching. We don't know if there are any changes. We will give it to you. They are waiting on the as there goes. We are now starting the second half with both teams tied at 1. It's a knockout phase, as we all know, so each team is going to do their best to get this score and maybe hold on to this slight advantage. It's going to be a well-balanced game, and we already suspect a minimum score as Griffith, the captain, tries to find Malcolm Stewart in the middle. There's a free kick. It's a foul play by Ryan Hackett. And Griffith is telling him what's going on here. But there's a bad pass. On the side, here we see Simeon Moore trying to get in as the ball is on the sideline. Guyana Defense Force with a surprising 2 chances of penalty, of which they missed one, but the other one was scored by Kelsey Benjamin. On the first half, the goal was scored by Sherman Agustin. As you see, the game is still tied at 1. Goal by Sherman Agustin for the Grenades. Penalty scored by Kelsey Benjamin. As Kurt Frederick and Simeon Moore trying to fight it out here. Joseph Wilson is giving the instruction. Simeon Moore, he lets it down. Griffith with the ball, he also plays it long. Nice pass, trying to find Tony Sanchez. Tony Sanchez is fighting it off. He can't. He has it in the place in the middle. Sherman Agustin is with him to try to get it out. Sherman with it, with Tony Sanchez. Tony Sanchez. Yes, it's a whistle finally. And look at the look of Tony Sanchez. He was asking when Okito Nicholson's going to whistle. Dangerous cross ball here. Here's where Tony Sanchez is trying to get away, but he was defended very, very hard by Amos Ramsey. Behind the ball, Quentin Griffith. He plays it long. Ryan Hackett is trying to play long, and he has a long play again by the dangerous Abu Michi. But Sam Scott is there. We hope nothing happened. Let's see the play as Abu Michi comes in and Scott is going. Yes. He might have gotten a kick in his face, but Abu Michi is saying it was not intentional. They are looking at him. Randy Serrano is there with him. We hope everything is okay. It looks like Awamichi tried to do his best in order to avoid that tackle, but Kurt Frederick is not so happy about it. As Alejandro is trying to work with his keeper, with his goalkeeper, he's talking to him. I think he got a kick in his face. Very hard kick by Abumichi, who tried to avoid it, as we can see in the replay. So Breeder's trying to help there. This is all going to be on the additional time, of course, which the timekeeper will be administering, while Joseph Wilson is talking to Simeon Moore. Right here in the Regional Jean Francisco Stadium. We're going to the 50th minute of the first game of the night. He's up. Sam Scott. Hopefully Griffith is hoping that he will not lose his keeper, who's doing a great job. So he's asking the referee what's going on. And Frederick is telling the referee what's going on. Everything looks okay. And we are about to start and continue with this game. Tied at 1. Regional Jean Francisco Stadium in Curacao. And also stay with us as with the CFU U14 Challenge Series. After the Caribbean Club Shield, the Caribbean Football Union YouTube channel will be having the 2024 CFU 14 Challenge Series. It's a development competition that caters to boys and girls in altering years. The competition provides total development, introducing players to international competition. The youth program of CFU, who this year is organizing the Club Shield, after taking it over from the CONCACAF. And he's back, as we see with his long kicks. Saim Scott kicks it long as Okito Nilsson whistles for a free kick in favor of the Grenades, who are trying to play here through Kenneth Barrett. Kenneth Barrett has it. He's playing Brito. Brito's trying to get it through Sanchez, but with no luck. As Amos Ramsley, he's looking. He has with him Ryan Hackett. The ball is now in favor of Grenades. A long play here in the middle of the field. Yes. As Ryan Hackett is trying to get out of everybody. Still in play. Ball played high up and down. Chris Macy has it. He has it played long, but no, Brito takes it now. Jordan Brito. The defensive player who tried in his defending his goal. Got 2 penalties against. Another player's down here. Canu Barrett. As Quentin Griffith says, says probably he needs to be substituted. He needs to be substituted. He has cramps in both legs. which is going to be very hard for him to continue the game today. So it seems like the Grenades need to try to make a substitute. That Frederick and Griffith are watching the situation of Barrett. They're asking him what's going on. His face doesn't look like he can continue. So let's see what Derek Edwards does. As Jordan Brito is watching. There's the goal scorer, Sherman Agustin. The Antigua Grenades, the league champions of Antigua, is putting down off the field Canoe Barrett, which is probably not gonna come again on the field. So he's gonna take a rest, hoping that his team will win this game and stay in the tournament. It's a knockout tournament, as Tony Sanchez, El Cubano, is trying to get to the ball. As Barrison Blake, there's a change. Kenneth Goldborn is in the game. Yes. Kenneth Goldborn is in the game as Lavada tries to make a long cross, corner kick for Grenades. Yes, as we said, Kenneth Barrett is down, and in comes Kenneth Goldborn. We're playing the 56th minute here in the Regional San Francisco Stadium. The Grenades against Defense Force. Third game of the tournament. We have 70 more games to go. As the Grenades try through Frederick, throwing to the attack in the middle. This is a yellow card for Sherman Agustin. Very hard entry by Sherman Agustin. This is the moment that Sherman is coming, and yes, there's the let's call it a hip push. It's a conscious hip push, but yeah, once that you confront a goalkeeper going up high, you have to defend yourself. But it's a yellow card, as Malcolm Stewart is trying to get along with the game. We're playing we're entering the 78th minute of play. The game is still tied. Up to now, all the three scores in the three first games of this competition are all tied, with minimum scores. As yesterday, the Sharks beat Paradise 1-0. Football Club Bays got the victory of the Eagles from St. Martin 1-0. So there's two teams who probably already left Curacao. As we see, Shemaine getting the necessary treatment. Here's a replay again. Welcome to this great tournament in the Caribbean, organized by the Caribbean Football Union. Established in 2018, we repeat again, this Caribbean Club Shield is a competition with a primary objective of advancing professional football throughout the Caribbean. Participation is open to semi-professional and amateur teams, holding league championship as we continue. At the 60th minute, getting into the 59th to the 60th minute, with Malcolm Stewart trying to get along, and he gets a corner kick when Cedric Osborne from Defense Force didn't give him an inch to continue. Here we see also Malcolm Stewart. He's getting help from Frederick. Kurt Frederick, long, tall defender for the Grenades. This is a very dangerous cross at this moment of play with everybody being tired. Let's see what Frederick does. He crosses it. Ow! Nice header. Nice header by Remy Serrano. And now it seems as if the Grenades have taken over the possession of the game. As Cedric Osborne is trying to get out of it. He plays it wide for Simon Moore. Simon is attacking on the lateral side. And he's looking. But now. There he has. Kenneth Goulbourne, who substituted Canoe Barrett. Back to the keeper, Saheem Scott. The guy with one of the longest goal kicks in the history of San Francisco Stadium. This kick, if he hits it good, it must run at about, I would say, 65 to 70 meters. That's very long goal kick. As Ryan Hackett in the middle trying to get along. Oh yes, very dangerous. Ryan Hackett with the ball. He's looking. Technically good player in the middle with Kingsley Benjamin. Kingsley is asking for a free kick. Tony Sanchez is playing the ball as Ryan Hackett loses it, and the ball ends up with Simeon Moore. Long play. Tony Sanchez reaches in time. He plays it immediately with long ball here played. Malcolm Stewart is getting away. He's getting away. And he finds a corner. He finds a corner as the team captain Colin Nelson is trying to calm down everybody. Relax, calm down. That's what he's saying. But Cedric Osborne almost did a free kick against Malcolm Stewart. And there goes the Spanish. No te metes. Don't get in there. Frederick is going to try to kick it, and it goes long. Very good corner kick, of course. Missed by both Malcolm Stewart and Kenneth Goulbourne. The ball is being played as a goal kick. Very smart taken out here by Cedric Osborne. They're having a lot of headache today, Grenades, with Abumuchi Opara. He is the most dangerous man on the field for the Guyana Defense Force. We go into 63 minutes as Ryan Hackett has it with the dangerous Kingsley Benjamin. He's fighting it off. Labrada has it now. through Griffith. Griffith is playing it very wise, very good play, very good football. As Sherman Augustine tries to get it out to Colborne. He's nice play. He lost it. It's Kurt Frederick. He's kicking it dangerously in the middle, but Sherman Augustine has it. As they play it long, trying to look gone by Colin Nelson. Colin Nelson against Malcolm Stewart for Tony Sanchez. Tony has it. Dangerous. Into the middle. There it is. Goal. Yes. Antigua Grenades scored the goal. Antigua Grenades scored the goal. A lot of emotions going on, and it's now 2-1 with a goal by Antigua Grenades. A goal in the 64th minute of play. Here we see the replay. Tony Sanchez. Yes! It looks like it's Renny Serrano. Renny Serrano, and look at this guy enjoying it. Renny Serrano, a pass by the Cuban Tony Sanchez to Renny Serrano. So that was like a Spanish-speaking goal, as both Cubans combined to give the Grenades, Antigua Grenades, advantage on this game by one goal, as Defense Force is now warming up. We're going to be seeing some changes going on now. Warming up for Defense Force. It's number 4, Trevor Pluck. Midfielder Trevor Pluck is warming up. As the Grenades try to continue again. Dangerous cross again by Malcolm Stewart. Dangerous cross again by Malcolm Stewart. With his left hand, he passes by Simeon Moore. Tony was just a couple of seconds too late, as he puts his hands on his head. Continuing, Defense Force by Ryan Hackett. Long pass, unsuccessful. The game is 2-1 as we go into the 67th minute, with Trevor Pluck warming up, as Defense Force is trying to make their second substitute, with Simeon Moore here playing for Ryan Hackett. Tony Serrano is trying to get it out. Now there's a free kick as they put Abumichi Opara down. They want Abumichi down as much as possible. Trying to get into the game again. Playing with Kosi Benjamin. No free kick. As the Grenades are now getting through. It's offside. It's offside play, 68 minutes. And it seems like Defense Force is getting a bit tired. It's pretty hot in Curacao. I could tell you that's 32 degrees we're playing. And you won't be getting much breeze, but now it's about 7 o'clock, where the less effect of the sun, as the game plays in the middle again by Kosi Benjamin. This time it's Chris Macy. He plays it long trying to look for Simeon Moore. Cross with no luck. Simeon Moore is back with the ball. He gives it again to Ryan Hackett. Nice play by Frederick into the middle. They're looking for Tony Sanchez, but they can't get him. They cannot get Tony Sanchez, as Tony Sanchez has it. And now again, this time by Griffith. Griffith with Agustin into the middle for Labrada. Luis Labrada, ¿qué pasa? That's what Malcolm is telling him. ¿Qué pasó ahí? He had it, and he lost it with his left leg. So as we go along, the game is still going. With Iron Duker losing the ball and Labrada playing it long, trying to find Malcolm Stewart. As Captain Colin Nelson plays the ball with Abuchi. He's down again. It's no offside. Dangerous. Malcolm Stewart. Yes! At the 70th minute. Very good play by Malcolm Stewart to a true break, and Derek Edwards is happy. Here you see Malcolm Stewart rightfully with his right leg. Very professional, actually. That's a good goal. So, as they pick it up 3-1, it seems like this game is decided. As we said, Defense Force looks like Defense Force. Their gasoline tank is getting a bit empty. They're doing a change here. That's a substitute. Ryan Hackett is going out for Malcolm Miggins. Ryan Hackett is going out for Malcolm Miggins. That's for the Defense Force. As we see Malcolm Miggins coming in. And also going out is Amos Ramsey for Trevon Pluck. So there's 3 changes for the Defense Force. As Miggins and Pluck enters the game continues. There's also a change for Antigua. We're gonna be calling that change also. Up to now, only changes by Defense Force. As Kelsey Benjamin tries to play to his captain, Griffith. Still in the game. Cedric Osborne, he's playing it in the middle. He has Serrano with him. Long play. Oh, yes. And another goal. Antigua is taking advantage, and this time it's Luis Labrada. Luis Labrada who scored. This time Luis Labrada has it, and he takes off the shirt, which is not a wise decision. There they go dancing the salsa cubana. They're hitting some salsa there. Right in the Regional Francisca Stadium. Los Bailadores de Havana, de Cuba, they're here. They did a little salsa dance. And it's all down for Defense Force. All of a sudden, they're 3 goals behind as Labrada puts on his shirt. As we go into the 75th minute, this game looks like it is decided as Defense Force is trying to get back. The changes that Defense Force made doesn't seem to work as they are playing along with Simeon Moore with the ball right in the middle, playing here with Miggins with Kelsey Benjamin. Long play into the hands of Zaim Scott, and Frederick is giving the necessary applause. They know they have the victory. This is the largest victory up to now, 4-1. Labrada receiving the ball from Scott, but taken away by Moore. Fighting it off here is Ian Duker. A little bit discussion between the Cuban and the player from Guyana. That's Kenneth Goldberg. There's another change coming in here. Labrada is going out. And in comes Daryl Massicott. Number 7. So the goal, one of the goal scorers are out, and Daryl is coming in. We're going to the 76th minute, and stand by after this game. We have another game for you in the Stadion Regional San Francisco Friday at 8 o'clock in a couple of minutes. Junior Stars from St. Martin, French St. Martin, Dublanc FC Dublanc from Dominica. Yes, stay with us as we finish off with the first game of the doubleheader tonight and the Regional San Francisco. And it's getting night. The sun is coming down in this beautiful island off Curacao. As game is still being played. There was a Sherman Agustin still in the game. Also their captain Quentin Griffith is still in the game. Those are the pillars. With the Cuban Tony Sanchez and Renny Serrano, the 4 key players of the Grenades. A 4-1 victory is opening the eyes of the big boys who's probably watching this game. As Griffith goes for the corner and he kicks it, and again, this time it's scored with a header. Header into the corner. This is done by Raheem Henry. The substitute, Raheem Henry. There it goes, and Raheem Harney Henry gets it in as he just got into the game actually. And he's celebrating. As we go to 5-1 with a corner by Quentin Griffiths and a header by Raheem Henry, who just entered the game as a substitute, and he brings them to 5-1 with Defense Force practically giving up the game in these final minutes as Griffith, the General Griffith, they're easy with Tony Sanchez. Back to Blake. Blake is with the ball. He plays it back for Sanchez. Now they're very comfortable playing with Sherman Agustin back for Brito. Brito, the long Brito, plays it long. As Tony Sanchez goes down, I think they have more substitute. Goal by Raheem Henry at the 78th minute of time. As we go into the 80th minute, Saim Scott is taking his time, and this game is decided. This game is decided as within a couple of minutes the grenades got loose and a lot of bombing started as Raheem Henry is trying to fight off the ball. Tony Sanchez again fighting it off with Osborne, but they lose the ball. The ball is now back in the feet of Kelsey Benjamin. Ian Duker controlled by Zaheem Scott. As Delroy Fraser tried to get the ball from Scott. Tony Sanchez again with the ball. He has with him right here number 23 Barrington Blake. Blake to his captain Brito, much at ease now. He was a bit nervous at the beginning of the game as they lose the ball into the middle, and here Megan's with the ball taken out and goal. Defense Force has made the score to 5-2 with a fumble actually in the penalty area, defended by the grenades. Here you see Megan's, and it's a shot by Scott that made the 5-2. Sherman Agustin is out, and in comes Sean Tomlinson. The game is now 5-2 as Defense Force did not give up yet. 83 minute. Here played by Simeon Moore. He is going long as Frederick is taking his time to get the ball to his keeper. They have no rush. Almost a lot of changes. And Abumichi is also out of the game as they put in Sharian Caesar is in for Abumichi as the ball plays. Back to the keeper. Charmaine, he has 5 goals against as they try to play through their defensive field, trying to get through the grenades. Here again. Scorsese Benjamin losing the ball, but they're back. As Caesar is playing the ball, he's giving it again. Now again, with Scorsese Benjamin, he's still playing, and Scorsese is asking for assistance, but Seaman Moore couldn't get it. As we go into the Reginald San Francisco Stadium, we would like to have a word from our sponsors, Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, BLUU, Flow Business, and the Federación Football Corso. As Okito Nicholson has 5 more minutes for his display today at the Reginald San Francisco Stadium, with Zahim Scott in the goal, trying to give that long kick. And there it goes. Free kick. There was a clash there. Scorsese Benjamin is still in play. He has the ball. Across. And that had no luck as Zahim Scott tries to calm down the ball. 4 more minutes. We don't know how much additional time there is. A lot of changes in the second half. Almost the teams have done all the changes as they go ahead to continue with this match. And after this match, of course, we have Junior Stars from St. Martin against FC de Blanc from Dominica. 5-2 for the first match of the evening, as the Grenades from Antigua, with a slashing couple of minutes, scoring at least 4 goals in a row, taking off the defense force off balance in order to probably take the victory home. We still have 3 more minutes of official time to play, as the Grenades are taking their time to go to the ball, and it looks like Captain Quentin Griffith is there, but no, the play is going to go right into the penalty area of defense force, with Frederick and Blake trying to get the ball. Tomorrow we will be playing in 2 stadiums, at the Reginald San Francisco Stadium and the Regilio Hato. Both stadiums are about 100 meters away from each other, where we will have 4 games of the Caribbean Club Shield. Mañana, 4 partidos que vamos a tener. There's going to be the debut for Metropolitan, Club Atlético Pantoja, Racing Club Aruba, and Young Holland. So we're going to be having Puerto Rican teams from Curacao, Aruba, and everybody is pending for Defense Force of Trinidad and Arnett Gardens. They are all going to be playing tomorrow. So keep on tuned in this great, while Tony Sanchez tries to kick a ball into the goal. Stay tuned into the Caribbean Football Union YouTube channel. Yes, a lot of football tomorrow. 4 games. We're going to start since 5:30. 5:30. Metropolitan is going to play the Sharks. Meanwhile, in the other stadium, Club Atletico Pantoja with Defense Force. That's the Defense Force has been here earlier on their own cost because they want to take the title. As Racing Club from Aruba plays at 8 o'clock against Ernat Gardens. One of the hardest games that Racing Club is going to be facing against the third place in the Premier League of Jamaica, Ernat Gardens, who also came into the Club Shield. And then finally, we will see Young Holland, the champion of Curacao, who's gonna play against Pace Football Club. That's what we have for you tomorrow. As of today, we are ending the first game and pending the second game of the night. We will give you some highlights, of course, of this game, and also we're going to try to have some interviews. People following the game: Diane James, Richards, Jewel Harv, Lazarito, and Dimitri Osborne. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being with us live on the YouTube CFU channel tonight as we go into the final minutes of this interesting game. Yes, as Kelsey Benjamin keeps on penetrating, but with a great night, Zahim Scott defended well, having 2 goals against as he kicks it now very far away again. Dominated here by Sherman Scott as we go into the midfield. Meggins is playing it for his captain Colin Nelson. Defense Force trying to get that late minute goal with the key player Kelsey Benjamin fighting it off. And now it's Scott into the middle, but Frederick is there. Kurt Frederick having a great night. Tall defender. Yes, send us all the hearts that you guys can get because we're doing our best here. As Kenneth Goulburn takes it out and he plays it now with Daryl. Daryl loses the ball. Daryl loses the ball with Meggins. Meggins is mid in the midfield. She's trying to get it. He crosses it over with a good try from Kelsey Benjamin, but into the hands of Zahim Scott. Let's see what we have in additional time here. 7 minutes additional time. So we got a couple of minutes to go. We still got 5 minutes to go. Stay with us. Stay with us. We still have 5 minutes to go. You might never know. Guyana. Guyana, Guyana, Guyana. It looks like you guys are going to be taking the flight back home. They're probably going to be flying through Trinidad. The Caribbean Football Union takes you to the airport immediately. No, it's joking. After you lose, but actually it's a knockout stage, so you have nothing to do more in Curacao. That's why these teams are enjoying the island as long as they want until they lose. So this is the third team going home as they fighting it off into the final minutes of the game. There goes the shot, but Frederick is there. And it goes out. Our partners: Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, BLUU, Flow Business, and thank you of course for the Federación de Fútbol Curacao, as Derek Edwards still giving instruction We're going to the 94th minute as Quentin Griffith. And here we have Daryl. Daryl's only with the goalkeeper. He's watching it, and he scores. It's 6-2. 6-2. Goal by Daryl. At the last minutes of the game, he got himself with a true pass. Here he comes. Takes his time, put it on his right leg, and there he goes with no chance by Jermaine. And there's also another news. Quentin Griffith is off the field. Quentin Griffith is off the field with no substitute, so the Grenades are playing with 10 players to finish up. We're going to the 95th minute of play. Seven minutes of additional time. As the Grenades still trying to get more goals. A 6-2, 4 goals difference. With just a couple of minutes to go. Across into the middle. Colin Nelson plays it long. As the Grenades are waiting with 10 men and their defense, of course, they don't need to do any more effort. As again, Kelsey Benjamin still keep trying. Still keep trying to get that extra goal. But we only have one more minute of play, and it seems as if this game is gonna go over. It's gonna be finito. It's gonna be finito for Guyana. And Grenada goes into the next stage, as these are the preliminary rounds. And Okito Nicholson is looking at his watch. He's looking at his watch. As still, Megans is trying. He's trying to help his team as they keep on attacking. Right into the middle. Free kick by Tony Sanchez. Here's where Tony Sanchez pulls down. Behind the ball, Kelsey Benjamin, the player of the game for Guyana. There's a replay of Tony Sanchez. As Kurt Friedrich was still there. This is probably the last. This was probably the last. This is probably the last free kick and play of the game. As Kelsey Benjamin is behind the ball. 6-2. The Grenades from Antigua. We say Curacao pa bien. Congratulations. 4-goal difference. And we are over the additional time as Okito Nicholson shakes his head as if he's going to blow the final whistle. And he's waiting, and it's over. Yes, sir. It's over. 6-2. The Grenades go over into the next round as Defense Force Guyana will have to take the flight tomorrow. Hasta Guyana se van. Thank you for being in Curacao. Thank you for giving all the best that you have. Defense Force showed a great game, but must say that this message that Antigua is sending tonight to the big boys, who's going to be starting playing tomorrow, they're gonna have to watch and take the grenades seriously into this competition. And now with our partners, Macron, Marca Sports, Powerade, Blue Flow Business, thank you. Follow the Caribbean Football Union on social media, our YouTube channel. And we're going down the field. Yes, we are.
Hi, Coach Wilson. Tough going out there tonight, but what's your feelings immediately after the game?
Well, first, I must admit it was tough going indeed. And I must say congratulations to Grenades for playing such a very good game. Right? I thought tonight that we were not up to our usual standard. And these things happen in football. Right? And I know that our players are strong enough to bounce back when we get home and probably see if we could get back here next year.
Okay. What was the thinking in your camp going into the half with the game even at 1-1?
Well, we were always confident, even down to the last 70, 80 minutes, if you realize how we were playing, right? We always play with that belief and that enthusiasm, you know, that we could always win, which is positive, right? I thought the changes, you know, that I made, you know, the players who came into the game, they brought a different energy level, a different spirit to the game, and I think those were the two positives that actually came out of the game. We were a little bit leggy, right? And that basically, you know, due to, you know, we're not having enough rest and recovery time after our travels. But, you know, we could only learn from this experience. We could only build on it. This is our force. This is my first experience at this level. This is Guyana Defense Force second experience at this level. And it could only help the club going forward.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Best luck going forward.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Coach. What's the
Yes,
feeling?
that was the.
Thank you. The immediate feeling is real good, you know. I think we have to give the guys them a lot of credit. You know, they stick to the game plan. You know, we're preparing for 4 weeks and you prepare for 90 minutes. And I think the guys, they done themselves proud and Antigua proud and Grenades. So I think that we deserve the victory because we played well. And I think that I have to give the Guyana Defense Force a lot of credit because they're a good team. But at the end of the day, one of the team have to win.
Okay, so now you go on to face SV Real Rincon. What kind of development will you be looking to do and changes, or what's the game plan with your team going forward?
Well, it's going to be difficult to, you know, play teams that you don't get to study. But at the end of the day, we have to continue to do what we have to do what Grenades FC do as a team. And we have to continue to be together as a team, continue to work together and be one unit But at the end of the day, football is a lovely sport, and at the end of the day, who plays the best may not win, but at the end of the day, I just have to get my team prepared for the next game.
And very quickly, what's your highlight from tonight?
Oh, my highlight from tonight is how the guys then perform. I like the performance of everybody. It was totally a team effort. And we preach about that for the whole 4 weeks that we're training. It's a team, it's not I. And I think that they have done themselves proud, and they have done the family, their friends, and most of all, the brand of Grenades, Sanders Grenades, proud.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thanks.
Yes, and that was our on-field interview with both coaches as the game finished with a high score of 6-2 with a victory from the Grenades from Antigua. We will continue, of course, with our highlights. Here we see play Tony Sanchez. Tony Sanchez trying to get a play. Here again, the dangerously played where the goalkeeper gets a kick into the face, and Abamuchi says he couldn't help it, but Griffith is getting him up as he continued in the game. It's all good. And here we go, another hard play. This was Sherman Agustin on Jermaine, and first card, yellow card of the game. Tony Sanchez, he comes in. He has Blake with him, and there he goes. Yes, Barrison Blake, and now again this is Labrada. Malcolm Stewart's goal inside the corner. And now Labrada, he comes in, he chops it, he looks at it, he fakes it, and there goes the goal again by Labrada. That's Raheem Henry's goal. Just got in. And as we continue, this is another goal, and this makes the game 5-2. A good play by Kosi Benjamin. Right into the net as Mingus gets a free kick here. And another try by Kosi Benjamin. Darrell alone with a goal. He looks at it. Look at this wonderful. Taking his time right into the net. To make a bigger difference in the game. As the Grenades go on winning 6-2. This is the third game, of course, and we will be right back with you with the second game of the night.
They say I can do anything, just not this. That I'm not cut out for the rough and tumble. That it's unladylike and people will call me a tomboy. They say this is a phase I must outgrow because there's no future here for me. They say many things. But I look at Stephanie Dale-Lee Singh and Princess Brown, Akila Mullen, Wendy Renard, the Jamaica Reggae Girls, and the women on pitches across the Caribbean, on college campuses and wearing their national colors. Committed and proud. The exceptional ones. The journey women and the ones who simply feel alive on the pitch. They can't place limitations on me, because right here is where I choose to be.
It doesn't matter if you speak English, or if your native tongue is French, Spanish, or Dutch. It doesn't matter if you are male or female, young or young at heart. We in the Caribbean Football Union speak the same language. Football.
Football.
Football. Football.
Football.
And we speak with one voice.
when is a game more than a game?
When it's life.
And that's what football is.
Life.
It's a pathway to good emotional, mental, and physical health. The opportunity to network, problem solve, build community, learn, and earn. Blaze paths.
It's patriotism and passion.
And it's a place for women and girls to go, where their drive and determination take them in all spheres. On the pitch, in the boardroom, as a match official, coach, manager, medic, journalist, everything. Without limitations, with gender-sensitive programming. Because we need to level the playing field with equitable allocation of all the resources. We need safety in facilities, in the personnel, in policies. No violence mentally, emotionally, or physically. And gender-sensitive programming.
Do we say fair allocation of resources?
We belong.
We belong. We belong.
Break the barriers to women's and girls' participation in football. Ensure that the pitch is a safe space.